Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 771st day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 445,900 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 860 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 15 tanks, 73 armored combat vehicles, 50 artillery systems, 3 multiple launch rocket systems, 1 air defense system, 30 drones, 61 vehicles and 4 pieces of special equipment. 7,000 plus Russian tanks have been destroyed since the beginning of the full-scale invasion. In 2024 alone, Ukraine has destroyed more than 1,000 tanks. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 57 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 2 missiles and 61 airstrikes, carried out 49 multiple launch rocket system attacks on positions of Ukrainian troops and various settlements. The Ukrainian missile forces hit 1 concentration of troops, weapons and military equipment, 2 artillery system, 1 radar station, 1 electronic warfare station and 2 air defense systems of the Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports Russia has taken control of about 180 companies, worth $11.5 billion, since invading Ukraine. This likely targets foreign-owned businesses to weaken Western influence in the economy. The assets are being given to Russians who support the war, creating a new nationalist elite as Putin desires. Financial strain from the war is likely a reason for this nationalization. Russia is especially taking control of companies in important industries like defense. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov claimed that NATO and Russia are in direct confrontation, likely as part of ongoing Kremlin efforts to intensify existing information operations meant to force the West into self-deterrence. Russian Chief of the General Staff Army General Valery Gerasimov appealed to Commonwealth of Independent State members to increase cooperation against perceived Western threats as part of the effort to posture against the West. The Kremlin leveraged this overall information operation about escalation with NATO to target France specifically, following French President Emmanuel Macron's recent calls for the West to expand the level and types of security assistance it sends to Ukraine. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov also promoted information operations feigning interest in negotiations, and Lavrov's and Shoigu's likely coordinated informational efforts may signal a new round of intensified Russian rhetoric about negotiations. Russian President Vladimir Putin continues attempts to balance the Kremlin's opposing efforts to set social expectations for a protracted Russian war effort and to assuage Russian society's concerns about the economic consequences of the war and labor migration. Russian forces conducted a roughly reinforced company-sized mechanized assault towards Chasiv Yar on April 4 and advanced up to the eastern outskirts of the settlement. An unspecified senior NATO official reportedly told Russian opposition news outlet Vazhnya Istoria that NATO intelligence agencies have not observed indications that Russia is preparing for a large-scale partial mobilization wave. Russian forces also recently made confirmed advances near Bakhmut and Donetsk city. In Zelensky's nightly video update, he covered several significant points. Firstly, Ukraine's efforts to strengthen its military capabilities in key areas. Starting with drones and electronic warfare, where a meeting discussed ramping up production and supply of drones and electronic warfare equipment. He spoke also about the missile program. Similar to drones, the post emphasizes the importance of a robust missile program. Secondly, the recent deadly missile attack on Kharkiv. Zelensky's new intelligence chief presented plans for the Foreign Intelligence Service on specific actions and activities. Lastly, he thanked various brigades and their combat capability. Ukraine's First Lady, Olena Zelenska, called on the countries of the world to make more efforts to return Ukrainian children illegally deported and forcibly displaced by Russia and bring the perpetrators to justice. She also spoke about the recent Russian shelling of Ukraine and the casualties it caused. She spoke about the humanitarian activities of the Olena Zelenska Foundation, which helped large families who lost their homes, schools and hospitals. She also spoke about the activities of the Summit of First Ladies and Gentlemen. She said that the war unleashed by Russia is a wake-up call for the whole of Europe and the world, and that Ukraine's victory is necessary to ensure that this does not happen again. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.